Hello students, today we will start chapter number 6 of class 12th biology, that is molecular basis of inheritance. The concepts which are included in this chapter are DNA structure, packaging of DNA, transformation, RNA world, semi-conservative replication of DNA, DNA replication, transcription, genetic code, translation, lac operon, HGP, that is Human Genome Project, then DNA fingerprinting. Now, first of all, nucleic acid. So, nucleic acid includes DNA and RNA. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid and RNA is ribonucleic acid. Now, DNA and RNA, these are the building blocks of genetic material. Now, for nucleic acids, the building block is a nucleotide. So in this diagram, you are seeing the structure of DNA, that is the double helical structure of DNA, which contains sugar, phosphate, backbone, then the different base pairs, like adenine is joined with the thymine and cytosine is joined with the guanine. Now DNA and RNA. Now DNA is the genetic material in all living organisms. Now some riboviruses have RNA as the genetic material, and example is tobacco mosaic virus. Now in this diagram you are seeing the structure of DNA as well as the structure of RNA. Now the structure of DNA is here double stranded and it includes the deoxyribose as the sugar, and the base pairs are thymine, cytosine, adenine and guanine. And in RNA you are seeing here single stranded RNA which have ribose as the sugar, and the base pairs are uracil, cytosine, adenine and guanine. Now first of all we will be studying about DNA. So DNA is a long polymer of deoxyribonucleotides whose length is defined as the number of nucleotides or base pairs. The number of base pair is the characteristic of every organism or species. Now some examples are given in your book. 5174 Phage, it contains 5386 base pairs. Then lambda Phage, it has 48502 base pairs. Escherichia coli, it contains 4.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 base pair. Human beings and the haploid number set, we have 3.3 into 10 raised to the power 9 base pairs. Now DNA was discovered by Frederick Miescher in 1869 as an acidic substance in the nucleus. He called it nuclein. Now this is about nucleoside and nucleotide. Now what difference you are seeing here? In nucleotide there is only base and sugar, that is only nitrogenous base and sugar, and in nucleotide what you are seeing here, there is nitrogenous base plus sugar plus phosphate. Now next we have structure of nucleotide of DNA. Now nucleotides, what are the components of nucleotides? We have nitrogenous bases, we have pentose sugar, we have phosphate group. Now in nitrogenous bases we have purines, and purines includes adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines includes cytosine, uracil and thymine. And in pentose sugar we have two types, ribose and deoxyribose. Then we have components of a nucleotide. A nucleotide has three components: a nitrogenous base, a pentose sugar, ribose in case of RNA and deoxyribose for DNA, and a phosphate group. There are two types of nitrogenous bases. First is purines, which have adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines, in which we have cytosine, uracil and thymine. So cytosine is common for both DNA and RNA, and thymine is present in DNA. Uracil is present in RNA at the place of thymine. Now we have structure of polynucleotide chain. So what are polynucleotides? Polymer of nucleotides are called polynucleotides. Now DNA and RNA are polynucleotides. Now in this you are seeing a chain over here. So we have nucleotides, different nucleotides, they are joined together by phosphodiester bonds. Yes. Now this is a polynucleotide chain. This diagram is also given in your NCERT book, beta. And we have this here, the deoxyribose sugar is there, we have the base pairs are there, and we have the phosphate group. Now a nitrogenous base is linked to pentose sugar with N-glycosidic linkage to form a nucleoside. When phosphate group is linked at the 5-OH of a nucleoside through phosphoester linkage, nucleotide is formed. Two nucleotides are linked through 3' to 5' phosphodiester linkage to form dinucleotide, and more nucleotide joins together to form polynucleotide. Now we have double helical, this model of DNA. Now double helix model for structure of DNA was given by Watson and Crick. That was based on X-ray diffraction data produced by Wilken and Rosalind proposed this model of DNA. So this is the structure of DNA you are seeing here. We have two anti-parallel strands. One is in 5' to 3' direction and other is in 3' to 5' direction. And we have the one major group and one minor group. The diameter is 20 angstrom, or you can say that 2 nanometer. So in 1 ton we have the length is approximately 3.4 nanometer or 34 angstrom. Yes, next slide. Now we have Charagaff's rule. Now Erwin Charagaff observed that in double-stranded DNA the ratios between adenine and thymine and that between guanine and cytosine are constant, as you are seeing here. So we have adenine plus guanine equals to thymine plus cytosine. So this is constant. Now we have DNA structure. So as you are seeing here, the structure of DNA, two polynucleotide chains are coiled in a right-handed fashion. Pitch, that is 1 turn of helix, is 3.4 nanometer, or you can say that 34 angstrom. It contains 10 base pairs with 0.34 nanometer or 3.4 angstrom gap between adjacent base pairs. So 1 nanometer equals to 10 raised to the power 9 meter. So two chains of DNA are 20 angstrom for apart due to the pairing of purines and pyrimidines, which generates constant distance between two strands. Now DNA is made of two polynucleotide chains in which backbone is made up of sugar phosphate and bases project inside it. Two chains have anti-parallel polarity. One is in, that is 5' to 3' direction and with 3' to 5' direction. The bases in two strands are paired through hydrogen bonds. Adenine and thymine forms double hydrogen bond and guanine and cytosine forms triple hydrogen bond. The plane of one base pair stacks over the other in double helix to confer stability. Now this is the structure of this polynucleotide chains or double helical structure of DNA. It is also given in your NCERT book. So here you are seeing the two anti-parallel strands. One is with the polarity of 5' to 3' and other with the 3' to 5', and there is hydrogen bonding between adenine and thymine, and there is triple hydrogen bonding in guanine and cytosine, and the different these nucleotides, they are in chain, they are joined together with phosphodiester linkages in one strand, and in other also these phosphodiester linkages are shown, and this is what the hydrogen bonding between the different base pair is shown. Yes. Now length of DNA. So length of DNA equals to number of base pairs multiplied by distance between two adjacent base pairs. Example, like number of base pairs in humans, it is about 6.6 into 10 raised to the power 9, and therefore the length of DNA equals to 6.6 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 9 multiplied by 0.34 into 10 raised to the power 9 minus 9. It gives about 2.2 meter length. Now in E. coli, length of DNA equals to 1.36 millimeter, that is 1.36 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 meter. Therefore, the number of base pairs equals to 1.36 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 divided by 0.34 into 10 raised to the power minus 9. It gives equals to 4 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6 base pair. So this is the length of DNA. Now packaging of DNA in prokaryotes. Now what is this packaging of DNA? So in this we will study first in the prokaryotes and then in the eukaryotes also. So packaging of DNA in prokaryotes with no well-defined nucleus, the DNA is organized in large loops held by certain positively charged proteins in a region called nucleoid. So this is the diagram which is showing the structure of this nucleoid in bacteria, and you are also seeing this plasmid and bacterial chromosomes in the prokaryotic cell. Now packaging of DNA in eukaryotes. So in eukaryotes, the DNA is wrapped around positively charged histone octamer into a structure called nucleosome. A typical nucleosome consists of 200 base pairs of DNA helix. The nucleosomes are the repeating units that form chromatin fibers. So in eukaryotes, histones positively charged protein organized to form 8 molecules unit called histone octamer. Histones are rich in the basic amino acid residues lysines and arginines. Both the amino acid residues carry positive charges in their side chains. So negatively charged DNA is wrapped around the histone octamer to form nucleosome. Non-histone chromosomal proteins, NHC, like additional set of proteins required for packaging of chromatin at higher level. So single nucleosome contains about 200 base pairs. Chromatin is the repeating unit of nucleosome. Now therefore total number of nucleosomes in humans equals to 6.6 into 10 raised to the power 9 base pairs divided by 200. That is equals to 3.3 into 10 raised to the power 7. Now this is the structure of nucleosome. So octamer is shown here, and the linkage between the this nucleosome is shown here by the linker DNA, and also you are seeing the level of DNA packaging in eukaryotes. So this is also, this diagram is image 4.4. It is given in your NCERT book. It is showing the packaging of DNA. H1 histone is there, then DNA is wrapped around histone octamer. So core of histone molecule is shown over here. So actually in a cell, it contains a nucleus, and nucleus contains the chromosomes. And this chromosome, it has this chromatin material. So it is showing this nucleosome structures.